Hey foodies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for stopping by. Easter is quickly approaching and today I'm going to share with you my secret to the best Guyanese style coconut hot cross buns. Let's get started. Alright guys, now let's take a quick look at our ingredients. Here I have some all-purpose flour. If you want to use bread flour, you sure can. I have some coconut milk, freshly grated coconut. I did remove the brown part of the coconut and grate it with the finest side of the grater. I also have some melted butter here, some cherries, raisins. I'll be using cinnamon, nutmeg, baking powder, a little salt, sugar, and some yeast. So first things first, I added half of the sugar to my coconut milk. You want to make sure that the coconut milk is warm. Then I added the yeast, give it a stir, set it to the side and allow it to proof for about 10 minutes or so. Next, I went ahead and added my raisins and cherries to a small chopper and just chop it up until it was nice and fine. You could also use a knife to do this as well. Then you want to go ahead and mix all your dry ingredients, all the spices, the salt, and the baking powder. Set that aside. Now back to our yeast. It is nice and fluffy. Now we will add our butter and the rest of that sugar. Give them a stir, set that aside, and then we will go back to the flour. You want to add your coconut here, give that a stir, make sure it's evenly distributed, and then we will add our fruit in here. We will also follow up with our wet ingredients, and you want to mix everything until it's very well combined and a nice soft dough will begin to form. Now as your dough comes together, you'll notice it is very sticky and you'll be tempted to add more flour. But do not add any more flour. Use oil instead. The oil will help to eliminate some of the stickiness and it will become easier to work with. If you add flour, it will change the texture of the dough and you won't have that pillowy softness that we all love and enjoy. So once the dough comes together, you want to go ahead, grease your bowl, place the dough into the bowl, and then cover it and allow it to rise for about an hour or two. Here I prepared a baking tray with some parchment paper, and at this time, my dough has doubled in size. So I'll go ahead, punch that dough down, and I will begin the process. I will grease my hands, and you could also grease your surface if you like, but do not use any more flour. And we'll begin to just remove the dough from the bowl and pinch off some small dough balls. You can make them as big or as small as you like. It's all about your personal preference. We'll carry on this process until we're out of dough and then I'll show you what we'll do next. Once you're done, you want to go ahead, cover these and allow them to rise again for about 30 more minutes. While the dough is rising, we'll go ahead and make the cross for the dough using flour and water. So you want to mix this into a thick consistency. You don't want to make a dough, but you don't want it too runny like a pancake either. You want it nice and thick so it will like stick onto the buns when you're applying it. So as we mix, I will show you the consistency you need to have. And this right here is the consistency we are looking for. We will set this aside and here we will go ahead and make the glaze for the buns using sugar and water. I like to use 2 parts sugar, 1 part water because I like mine to be extra sweet. So after that, we'll go ahead and just place that cross on top of our buns because it's been 30 minutes. And yeah, just do what you see me doing here. I place my flour into a Ziploc bag, and I just went ahead and put the cross on top of the bun. Super easy and simple. And once we are done, we will place this in a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes or so. Once they become nice and golden brown, that's how you know they're ready to be removed. After about 30 minutes, this is how the buns are looking. They smell absolutely divine. And what you want to do next is go ahead and just glaze them while they're hot so that the glaze can stick to the bun. And you will glaze it generously and just allow it to cool down for about 10 to 15 minutes before you dig in. Or you can do like me and just dig in right away because, you know, I just can't resist. And here you have it, my version of the most amazing Guyanese style coconut hot cross buns. This is the cross buns I grew up on. It was so divine you could not get enough of it. The cross buns today, they're more like tennis rolls with fruit in it. If you want this kind of bun, you really have to make it yourself. It is so moist, so soft, so flavorful. Everything you would want in a hot cross buns. I did serve mine up with some nice cheese, and it paired really well. The sweetness and then the saltiness from the cheese, it was absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. If you enjoy my video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I will leave all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and as always, enjoy.